This video is going to go out to Hello Katie XO, and I know this is the first time you see me. First of all, I wanted to say congratulations on your 17th birthday, and I'm glad that you're having a good time. I'm sorry about the storm that's getting ready to hit you guys. I would really be just thrilled if you would start posting up videos. What I would recommend is, in a safe location, go ahead and videotape some of the storm, and then when the storm is over and the power's back on, go ahead and upload videos to show us what the storm was actually like, what you went through, that kind of thing. I think that would be very interesting. Anyway, I do tend to watch videos like this. The reason for that is that I ended up watching a video by Beauty Crush, and she was talking about shyness. Little was she aware of social anxiety disorder, and I made social anxiety disorder is a very serious condition, and I went ahead and made a video about that. And some people just can't tell whether somebody is having just a little touch of shyness or if they're in full-blown social anxiety disorder. So that's why I had to intervene and finally say, okay, there is a humongous difference between a little bit of shyness and a humongous case of social anxiety disorder, and you may not know the difference. And unless you do know the difference, you can't stand there and say, oh, it's okay to be shy, because it may not be. It may be a lot worse than you think. And so this gal was pretty inexperienced in that, and so I had to finally answer. I felt it was socially responsible that I answer, and I did. And I ticked off a few people, and I'm sorry I did, but I felt it was responsible for me to do so. But anyway, I was watching your video, and you had answered some questions. I happen to have a little more experience than you do, so I'm going to go ahead and answer the same questions with my answers. Now, the first person was saying that they were talking and texting with a guy. All right. My first question is, did you actually meet this guy in person? Did you have meals with this guy? Did you actually interact with him in social circles, like possibly taking him to the mall shopping, or possibly playing miniature golf or tennis or something like that, so you get to know the guy on a more personal level before you ended up having this awful situation happen to you? Let me tell you something. A guy will act one way on the internet and another way in real life. I'm not kidding you. You think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you it's true. So, that would be the first thing I'd say is, okay, how well did you know him in real life? You talked and texted with this guy, but did you really know him in real life? And how well did you know him in real life? Okay. Personally, I don't know what iChat is. I know I'm pretty tech savvy, but they come with technology on a virtual hourly basis. So iChat, I would presume that's something with the iPhones. I've never been much fond of Apple, so there you go. That's probably why I don't know anything about iChat. You're going to have to let me know about that. But you're standing there saying you had a lot of high expectations for this guy. Let me tell you something. The expectation you should really have for this guy is, where is he getting his money from? Is he going to be able to financially support you in life? Okay? If he doesn't have a clear path on how he's going to financially support himself and you, I wouldn't date the guy, honestly. Because all you're end up going to do is you're going to end up with a whole bunch of heartache later on. Personally, I'm telling you this. One of the biggest things that breaks up relationships in later life is the financial part of it. I've never seen anything worse than two people arguing about finances. If you're going to be dealing with something like that, I would much rather you try to find out what kind of a financial situation he's in now, what he's going to be in later on, what kind of career he's going to get into, because finances is something you're going to fight about. I guarantee it. And I would make yourself financially stable. I'd be more worried about your own financial stability rather than going out with this guy. That's my thinking on that. Standing out to a guy. The best thing you can do is whatever you're good at. If you're good at tennis, be one of the best tennis players in the world. If you're good at swimming, be one of the best swimmers in the world. That's what makes you stand out. Stand out in the field you're in. Okay? If you're already doing something good, do it better, do it better, do it better, and that way you stand out. And if the guy really likes what he sees, then he'll go and pursue you. Okay? That's the best way to stand out. Don't stand out to something that he would appreciate. Be the best at what you are. Okay? If you're a good sewing person, make the best garments in the world. Okay? If you're good at photography, be the best photographer in the world. You're already good at it. Just take it one step higher. That's the way you stand out to a crowd. And always be the most generous person without bankrupting yourself. That's a good way to stand out in a crowd. You want to stand out in a crowd? Get the most amount of donations for your favorite charity. There's a good way to stand out. Say, I'm so devoted to my charity that I beat the band to get donations for it. That's a good way to stand out. Those are healthy ways to stand out. Don't stand out to him, stand out for yourself. And if he likes that, he'll pursue you. I guarantee it. Alright? And remember, even Bambi. You remember the movie Bambi? Well, Bambi had enemies. You're going to have enemies in life. That's just the way it is. I don't like it any more than you, but I'm telling you, you're going to have enemies in life. You just have to get over that. Some people are going to like you, and some people aren't. I'm sorry for that. I feel horrible about that, but that's just the way life is. And with my amount of experience, especially being on YouTube, I can tell you, some people will like you, and some people won't. Alright. A guy cheats on you and ignores you. Well, let me tell you something. If he really felt you of a great value, he would never dream of cheating on you. I promise you that. He doesn't think much of you. And I'm sorry for that. If a guy really thinks highly of you, he will never cheat on you. That's a guarantee. And if he's ignoring you right now, he's going to ignore you later in life. He'll just get worse. My advice, stay away from this guy. I know you love him and all, but stay away from him. He's not good for you, and he's just going to throw you into a series of depressions that you don't need. It would be better that you watched every video that I have on my YouTube channel than to actually try to pursue this guy. And if you watch my videos, you'll get a high education. You won't have to worry about a whole lot of stuff. Maybe you can stand out on your own. Just saying. Self-harm. I hear this all the time. Oh, my life is so miserable. I gotta harm myself. First of all, if you're trying to self-harm yourself, I would like for you to do this. I'd rather you watch my videos than self-harm yourself. Because I want you to be able to stand out on your own. Be your own person. People will like you for who you are. Okay? And what you'll learn from my channel is skills that will make you smart enough to be something great. I will make you into something great. Alright? Just put down the knives, put down the razor blades, put down all, and don't do like they had in that Degrassi whatever, where this gal was using a lighter and heating up a barrette and burning herself all over the place. Let me tell you something. When you're doing stuff like that, you're risking catching MRSA. MRSA. It's a horrible disease. And let me tell you something. You look up MRSA and I guarantee you will not harm yourself anymore. You don't want MRSA. That is a guarantee. That is a horrible way to go through an illness. Okay? You think having the flu is bad, try having MRSA sometime. That's really fun. I've never had MRSA, thank heavens. But I've read up on this stuff, and I tell you, you do not want MRSA. You think your life's bad now? Try that. I guarantee you, you will stop. So if you really want a good reason not to cut yourself and not to burn yourself, read up on MRSA. That'll give you a good reason. You don't want that. I promise you. Think your life's bad now? Try that. So my answer to you is come to my channel, start learning the things I'm teaching, and I guarantee you'll have a completely different perspective on life. And if you don't, write to me, talk to me, and I'll help you out. I may not know everything, but I'm telling you this, I can keep you from self-harm because I can teach you things that will make you into a better person, that will make you into your own individual. What you're needing here is to be you. Don't judge your value by what others think of you. Judge your values by what I put in your brain. Okay? You'll become a better person just learning what I've had to teach so far. And I'm not through teaching yet. Oh no, we're not even finished. So if you're thinking about self-harm, come to my channel, learn my stuff, and if you're still thinking about it after you learn all my stuff, contact me and I'll put out more stuff until you stop thinking about it. I'll keep your mind so busy that you won't even want to deal with self-harm. Oh no, I'll keep you busy. Grades. Let me tell you something. When I was in school, there were things, pieces of information that were withheld from me. Now, I don't know whether it was deliberate or just accidental, but I know it was withheld from me. And I know with at least one teacher it was deliberate. And I was furious when I found out what kind of information was withheld from me. Matter of fact, I actually confronted that teacher and told him that it was wrong for him not to tell me what I needed to know. He didn't appreciate it, but I didn't care. He robbed me, and it should never have happened. There is no such thing as graduation day from life. None. You will learn till the day you die, whether you want to or not. And the more you learn from me, the better off you're going to be. Because I will share with you the things that nobody else is going to tell you. Whether they just don't know it themselves or they just refuse to tell you, it doesn't make any difference. I will tell you the things you will not hear from anybody else. That's a guarantee. I don't care how AP you are, I'm telling you. There are things you are not being told, and I will tell them right here. And if you don't believe me, you can watch my videos and find out for yourself. So, and if you think that there's something I haven't covered, you let me know and I'll cover it. Because I'm not too shy to cover anything. I can promise you that. Anyway, if you have any further questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down there in the comments below. If you want to make me a video response, I would love to hear from you. Bring it on. I can't imagine what you can tell me. I'd love to hear from you. Listen, I'm one of those rare few YouTubers that talks back. You talk to me, I talk to you. If you don't think so, put me up to the challenge. I love a challenge. I love a good challenge. Anyway, I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.